Your mom founded Pet King Brands, I guess, in 1998. Is that correct?
Correct. It is actually a beautiful story how that started. We had a dog, Elizabeth, who had an ear infection, chronic, and it was going to require surgery.
Okay.
At the time, we were not able to afford surgery. So my mom happened to come from a family of brilliant scientists. So she reached out to her brother, my late uncle, Michael Pellico, who was like a modern day Tony Stark. He could figure out anything in chemistry.
Wow. Wait a minute. We got to pause on that. A modern day Tony Stark. I love that. Keep going.
He was a brilliant man, and he was actually the developer behind the dry mouth mouthwash Biotin. So he knew all about enzyme systems. So my mom came to him with this problem. She said, "Hey, I need help. We can't afford the surgery. I need this dog to survive." So he, over the weekend, developed this enzyme. But didn't develop it. He already had it in place. He found a way to use it into a product. And within 3 to 5 days, our dog's ear cleared up. And my mom told him, "I think we're onto something here." So it's kind of like
and Elizabeth was a German Shepherd, right?
Correct.
So we're not aging you, man, because you're the second generation. We need second generation. This is 1998. How old were you in 1998?
3 years old.
But everybody remembers their first pet. I mean, I bet to you, Elizabeth was quite a dog.
Oh, she was. Yeah. We had 3 dogs at the time, a small pug, a adorable little slightly overweight Rottweiler, and Elizabeth, our German Shepherd.
So your mom, Pamela Bosco, started Pet King Brands with the help, though, of many family members, including your genius uncle and Michael, right? And so you could do anything. What made you say, I want to continue in the family business?
Growing up and seeing all the hard work my mom put into it, she was gone for a lot of our childhood because my father had passed away at the same time she started the company too. So she needed business to succeed. So growing up watching that as a kid, you can't really understand it as well. But once you get to, high school, college level, and post-college, you realize all the sacrifices your family had made to get to where you are today. So she always told us, I started this business so you had the opportunity to choose what you wanted to do. But truth be told, at this point in my life, all I want to do is honor my late uncle's legacy and my mom's legacy by keeping the family business going.
And you have 3 other siblings. They probably want to hear their name. So it would be a good sibling. You want to shout out to your other sibs?
Yes. My other siblings are my best friends. I have a youngest brother, Johnny, an older brother, Peter, an older sister, Helen, and an older sister, Cassandra.
Nice. So tell us your role at Pet King Brands.
Right. So as the son of the owner, you get the opportunity to wear a lot of hats. And sometimes you hold to do something and sometimes you ask to do something. So my main job is research and development. So I work with our manufacturer, my late uncle's manufacturing company, and we work on new product development, market research, creating new products, new innovative ways, like our newest product, xylophone for reptiles. So that is one avenue. I also would work on content creation. We are an older company, semi-old, but our YouTube channel was a little bit lacking. So I said, hey, I'm young, I'm full of energy.
Yes.
Go create some new content out there to become more like a modern day company. So it's content creation as well as research and development for new products.
And we want to get to the real nugget of what Pet King Brands is all about. And it's the letter E. And that is enzyme based and no antibiotics. What does that mean to the average pet parent?
So most of the time people, and of course we love vets because we started with the vets. Most pet owners only think that most of their problems they have with their animals, they need to go to a vet. And of course the vets work, but sometimes it's a little more costly bill. And sometimes antibiotics can come with some side effects and bacteria can get resistance towards antibiotics sometimes. So we say we stand out as we are a non-toxic, non-species specific alternative to antibiotics. The enzyme system my uncle made is a brilliant chemistry system behind it, and bacteria can never get the resistance towards enzymes. So we like to say we are a antibiotic alternative.
All right. And it's in different realms. We're talking dental, skin, shampoos, conditioners. We're going to dance around a little bit, but I want people to know that you just came back from Super Zoo. How did Pet King Brands do? And what the hell is ZYLAFEN? I haven't tattooed it on my forearm yet. how do you pronounce it?
Xylophone.
Xylophone. This is the new generation, right? You've been helping cats, dogs, horses, leaping lizards. What is this?
So I want everyone to know that we are non-species specific. So the same enzyme system can be used on all of these animals. But
Nice.
what we have learned is consumers like to see the animal or the pet they are on the label. So xylophone is our way of saying, hey, we are not just cats and dogs. These enzymes will work on your reptiles. Now, reptiles, they are very robust animals, but they do often have skin-related issues. And when it comes to shedding. So the same enzymes that we use on our topical creams can be used on the reptiles.
And that's kind of revolutionary, don't you think? Because you've been in business a quarter century, and what I'm hearing is you guys don't just sit on your laurels. You reach out to lizards and turtles.
Yes. I will say what helped that is growing up, my mom, I think, had one of each animal growing up. So we had reptiles, we had tarantulas, we had rabbits, we had snakes, cats, dogs, birds, fish. So all of our products stemmed from having those animals growing up and seeing the issues they experience.
Mother knows best. You lived in a cool childhood then, because, you know, there's a lot of kids begging their parents for a dog or a cat. You had a zoo.
Oh, we didn't have to beg. My mom just came home with an animal one day, or we'd find it, or someone would give it to us to rehome or take care of, and we would just have that animal in our life.
All right. So you're kind of becoming the face of Pet King Brands, and you've been to big trade shows like Global Pet Expo in Orlando and also Super Zoo in Las Vegas. As a second generation in the family, the Bosco family, what are you learning about the family business, and what's something you want to make sure people know? When people say hi to you, Billy, what are you going to say about Pet King Brands?
So I want people to know that we are growing, but we are still very much a small family business. So when I go to trade shows, I try to reiterate that story that people go to trade shows, they see a big company and they may think, that's far removed from the consumer. Because at some point you get big enough, it all comes down to our numbers, sales, hits. But with us, it really is connecting with consumers. So when I go to these shows, I get re-energized. You get to talk to the people you actually directly help. And when I got to tell them the story, hey, my mom started this, my uncle created it. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know this was a small family business. So it's not just a way for me to explain to us our story, how we still are a small family business that care about just helping animals. It's also fun to see the consumer reaction, to know that they're in good hands, because they talked to this owner, the son of the owner, as well as he knew who the chemist was behind the product, so he can vouch for the chemistry behind it. So it's just a way for me to be re-energized with the company, be passionate about it, as well as spread the message that we are a small family business that just simply love animals.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.